What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today is Thursday, November the 9th. We got a couple of games on today's schedule. Thursday nights usually very slow. Tonight, no different. Doubleheader. The Bucks are going to be in Indiana taking on the Pacers. In the next game, we got the Hawks taking on the Orlando Magic. That game is going to be played in Mexico City. As usual, we're going to break each one of these games down. Try to find an edge. Hopefully, pick some winners. Before we get started, help this dude out right here by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I would greatly appreciate the support. Now, guys, since there's only 2 games on the schedule, let's try to make this video a little shorter than usual. Not waste any more time. Let's get right down to business and check out what we got for tonight. Let's go. In our first game of the night, we got the Milwaukee Bucks in Indiana taking on the Pacers. The Bucks currently 3.5-point road favorites. I had them favored by 3. Milwaukee 5-2 so far on the season, currently on a 3-game winning streak. But for those of you who've been following the team, watching their games, understand that the team is not really playing all that great. An indication of that, a very clear indication of that, guys, if you look at their plus minus, their point differential, it's negative. It's actually at minus 2.3. They're scoring 117.1, giving up 119.4. Actually, the only team in the top 9 in the Eastern Conference with a negative plus minus, which means that they are winning games, but they're winning them very close ball games, barely edging out the opposition. For those of you that have been betting on them to cover their spreads, I don't know what their ATS is, but out of the 7 games, I'm guessing maybe they covered 1, maybe 2 of those lines. Which, in my opinion, is not bad, guys, for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's actually a good sign for them to not be playing well but still winning ball games. Like, what's going to happen when they finally put things together? I think it is kind of scary for the rest of the league. The Bucks, they were in action last night at home against the Detroit Pistons. Another game that they almost lost. They actually got down by double digits midway through the fourth quarter in that game. Damian Lillard put the team on his shoulders and made all the big plays in the fourth quarter. After Giannis got ejected in the third after dunking on Isaiah Stewart, he stared him down. The ref gave him a tee. It was his second tee. He got ejected. Chris Middleton did not play in yesterday's game. The usual load management. The team is being very cautious with him on back-to-back sets. He is expected to play tonight. The Bucks should be at full strength. The Pacers, 5-3 so far on the season, also on a short little 2-game winning streak. They are currently on a homestand. I think the Pacers, a pretty good start to their year, 5-3, not too bad, currently 4th in the East. If you take a look at the scores of their recent games, guys, you think you're watching like an all-star game. They were in action yesterday at home against the Jazz, scored 134 points, 134 to 118. The game before that against the Spurs, 152 to 111. Before that, against Charlotte, 124. A few games before that, against the Celtics on the road, they gave up 155. The team is just no defense involved in any of their games. That's also reflected in the over-under for today's ball game. You can see it's currently at 243.5 while I'm doing this video, an extremely high number. Now, guys, how do I see this matchup playing out? The Bucks, a veteran ball club, older than the Pacers. The Pacers do have the younger legs at home, putting up a ton of numbers, a ton of points. The Bucks, like I mentioned, not that sharp on defense. I do expect a shootout again tonight. In this ball game, guys, I'm actually going to take a chance here with the Pacers and the plus 3.5. The Bucks still have not really shown us that they're ready to make that next step, that they've actually put things together. Until they do, I think they are fade material. I think this game could go down to the wire. Let's take the points here with Indiana, plus 3.5, my pick in this game. And in our second and final game of the night, we got the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Orlando Magic. The Hawks currently 3.5-point favorites. I had them favored by 2.5. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, guys, this is going to be taking place at a neutral venue in Mexico City. More specifically, this is going to count as a home game for Orlando. Atlanta is the road team in this game. The Hawks, talk about them first. 4-3 so far to start their season. We're on a 4-game winning streak. Got that snapped in their previous ball game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Overall, the Hawks on an uptrend, have been playing pretty well lately. The Hawks, as usual, guys, scoring a ton of points, giving up a ton. The usual we've gotten used to seeing from them even from last season. So far to start the year, very similar to what they were doing last year. On the injury report, nothing new to report for Atlanta. Everyone should be available. The Magic, also 4-3 to start their season. The team has been a little more consistent in their performances so far, whereas the Hawks have been a little more streaky. The Orlando Magic, more consistent, playing hard every single game. They did lose their last one. They were on a 2-game winning streak, lost their last ball game at home by 15 to the Mavs. The Mavs were on a second night of a back-to-back. The Magic failed to capitalize on that, dropped that game by 15. The team struggling with some significant injuries. Wendell Carter Jr. got surgery on a finger. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks. Gary Harris also missed out, not expected to play tonight either. He's out with a groin injury. Markelle Fultz didn't play. He's listed as questionable tonight. Hopefully they get him back. As you can see, guys, the Magic in their last ball game started Guga. I think that's how you pronounce it, Bitadze. This guy is somebody that's not usually in the rotation. He started at the center position for Orlando. They were playing the rookie Black and some other players off the bench that usually don't get much time. The Orlando Magic missing these players that I mentioned. Should be a little tough tonight, guys. The Orlando Magic played well on defense, though. This is going to be interesting to see who is going to enforce their style of play here. Like I said, in Mexico City, the altitude is much higher, guys, than Denver. So the teams will probably be struggling with their oxygen. Usually this tends to favor teams that play defense a little more. In this case, the Orlando Magic giving up only 105 points a game. So how am I going to approach this ball game, guys? I'm going to look for a play here on the under 232.5. I think the altitude will cause some problems to the Atlanta Hawks. Orlando, like I said, have to lock down. They also have a lot of important injured players. So they're going to have to play some defense if they're going to want to be competitive in this ball game. I'm going to take the under here, 232.5, my pick in this game. And this is what I got for you guys today on this Thursday, November the 9th, and this 2-game schedule. We broke each of the 2 games down, did our analysis, got our picks, and we are ready to go. As usual, I will be posting my best bet of the day about an hour before tip-off down as a pinned comment. If you guys are interested, check back on the video. Or if you prefer, follow me here on X, Twitter, whatever you prefer, at Pick'emNBABets. I also post my plays there. Tomorrow, guys, Friday, last day of the week, in-season tournament. We're going to have to see those ugly courts once again. Hopefully the games are a lot better than they were last Tuesday. 9 games on tomorrow's schedule, more action. We should have more opportunity in tomorrow's ball games. And that is it, guys. I'm going to wrap this video up right here. Good luck on your plays tonight. If you decide to take the day off, wait for tomorrow. Save those bullets. That's also cool. If not, good luck on your plays. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Have a good one. Peace out.